Hey, what's up guys? Drew here over at RevHiker Outdoors, and I am with my daughter, Elise, and we are getting ready. We're going to do a little...
Wait, I want to say something, Daddy.
You want to say something? Okay, what do you want to say?
We're doing it in our mom's house, and I never did that before.
Yeah, we're going to stay overnight, right? What are we going to sleep in?
Our hammocks, we have our own.
Yeah, we have our hammocks, and what are we going to put over the hammocks?
Tarps.
That's right, the tarps. So here's the deal, guys. I've had a lot of requests to do this video, and what I want to do is a video. You can see it's very buggy.
Piney cone.
Yeah, a little piney cone. And I've had a lot of requests to do a video about how to backpack with kids, basically, or what extra do you need to do, what kind of things do you need to prepare. So in this video I'm going to discuss some of those things, go over some of the things I do to make it a little easier for my daughter and for myself. Now this one isn't really deep in the woods. We're just like she said, we're at her grandmother's house, and it's for the 4th of July weekend, but we're going to spend the night outside. We're
doing fireworks tonight.
Yes, we are doing fireworks tonight. So anyway, but I wanted to take the opportunity in the woods in the southern Adirondacks here and just tell you a little bit about some of my tips and tricks for how to take little ones on overnighters. So stay tuned, guys. Okay guys, so my first tip is this. In every aspect of what you do, involve your kids. So if you're going to take them overnight, get them involved in everything. Elise and I just picked out the site where her hammock is going to hang. I had her get out the hammock, I had her get the rope, she picked the trees, you know, with my guidance. But the more that you can teach your kids while you're out, the more fun they're going to have. And don't be one of those like helicopter parents that's like over them the whole time. Just let them do their own thing. Let them pick the site, let them do that, even if it's a little bit wrong. You can give some advice, but if they want to pick something that's wrong, as long as it's not dangerous, go ahead and let them do it, because they're going to learn. If they make a mistake and they do it for themselves, they're going to learn, right? What's your favorite thing about camping?
You mean hiking?
Hiking and camping, yes.
Wow. If you said that. Everything.
Everything? That's very cool. All right, so that's my first tip, guys. Get your kids involved in everything. The best way to keep them so that they're not bored is to have them do everything. Don't think that any task is too big. My girl, she just turned 6, but when she was 5, she got her first pocket knife, and I taught her how to use it. I teach her all kinds of things, and some parents are like, man, I can't believe you're doing that. She knows about it.
I have 5 of them now.
That's right. And when you teach them about stuff, you take away the danger, because they understand the rules. I'm not saying don't be safe. I'm not saying that I let her carry the knives all the time. They're always with me, but she gets to use them when it's time to use them. But empower them, teach them things, and they're going to do a lot better for you. Let them be the leaders in all kinds of situations, and you just kind of provide the backup and the safety net. So that's tip number 1. Stick around for tip number 2 after we get some setup done.
Bye-bye.
Drive again, kid.
So, if you ever fall off, that's where your head will land. Right on that nice, soft dirt.
My head would land on the nice soft dirt. That's good.
My head is going to be right here. So I have to make...
Step 2. Involve them, but don't over-involve. Let them have fun.
Whoa.
We're getting pretty close to set up here, and I wanted to give you step number 3, which is, or tip number 3, which is leave plenty of time to just chill out. Don't make your trip so goal-oriented. The first time I took her on an overnight, it was car camping. We drove to the site. You know, it was a remote car camp. It wasn't like in a, you know, a lot of sites around. The closest one next to us was maybe
We drove like an hour.
We drove like an hour, but the closest campsite to us was maybe a 15-minute walk. And I left a lot of time for us to roll around and play and explore the area. Let your kids explore. Don't make your first few trips really goal-oriented. Don't have them climb a 6-mile hike with a couple thousand feet of elevation and then come back and expect them to have a good time, because they're going to be tuckered out. So tip 3, for the first few ones, increase gradually, make it easy. Leave plenty of time to play, and remember how to be a kid. Get out of here, you little stinkers. Make sure you leave time to be a kid and have fun and explore and teach them stuff about the outdoors. They definitely like to listen, so that's number 3. Okay, so here's tip number 4, guys. Number 4 is bring extra stuff, okay? Bring extra bug spray, bring extra food, bring extra socks, bring extra underwear. Had issues with that before. Bring lots of extra toilet paper, because you just never know. Bring stuff that you normally wouldn't if it's just you. Think, kids just deal with situations differently. And the other thing is, along with this, with bringing extra stuff, is bring things that you normally wouldn't. Like, I know the first overnighter we did, she had to bring like 3 different teddy bears, and type things. And I said, as long as you can fit it in your backpack, go for it. And I guess that brings me to tip number 5. Let them have their own stuff. I got her a backpack because I wanted her to be excited about it. She's got her own tarp. She's got her own hammock, which now is my old one.
Right here.
Right there. And her old hammock went to her little sister. So now all 3 of us have hammocks. So make sure they've got their own stuff and make them pull their own weight. I made her carry her own food. I made her carry her tarp, her hammock. All of her stuff is carried by her. Now obviously I carry a few extra things, and that goes back to number 4, which is bring extra stuff. But we're definitely going to need some extra bug spray here in a minute. But bring extra stuff, because you want to make it enjoyable. And if they're missing something that they normally have at home, something that's really important to them, they're never going to want to go with you again. So if you're looking to continue it, make it fun for them. Make it a little easier, and make them bring their own stuff, so they kind of take some ownership of this. But also let them bring a couple luxury items as well. So that's tip 4 and 5. Okay, guys. So I'm in my hammock now, which I'm loving, and my little poncho tarp, which I'll be doing a review on here. I've had this poncho for a long time, but anyway, here's tip 6. And I've had to do this before. So don't be afraid to bail out early. If you're trying to stick it out through some rainstorm, which you would normally do by yourself, your kid might be deathly afraid. They might hate it. They might, most kids don't want to tromp through the rain and do like a death march. So do yourself a favor and don't be afraid to call it quits a little bit early if that's what's needed. Now, I'm not saying at the first sign of, mutiny to just abandon ship and go home and forget the whole thing. I'm not saying that, because kids need to know discipline. They need to understand the concept of commitment and finishing a goal. So I strongly believe in that. But if things are just miserable, just go home. Take them home. Take them to a burger joint on the way back. Take them to an ice cream shop. Do something good for them, and try to salvage the day. So that's my tip number 6. Number 7. Bring food that they like. Plain and simple. Make sure it's stuff that they like. If you bring food that they hate, they will hate the whole trip. That's tip 7. Elise, do you have any tips for kids if they're going hiking or camping with their parents?
Tip number 8.
Tip number 8. What would that be?
If you're going far away, always go with your parents. If you don't know the way back to their house you're staying in, just ask the parent and they will go with you.
That's right. So always stay with your parents. Okay, you hear that, kids? Okay, Elise, do you have any more tips for kids?
Yes, I do.
What would they be?
Well, always bring extra warm clothes.
Always bring extra warm clothes. That's right, because you don't want to be cold when you're sleeping, right? Were you ever cold when you were sleeping with me?
What?
Did you ever get cold when we went camping?
I have not.
No, no, good. Well, that's a good thing, because when you're cold, it's a pretty terrible night, isn't it? Yeah, okay, so tip 9, bring an extra
Rondo!
blanket or extra clothes to stay warm.
Come on, Rondo, get back here.
Get in the
Go ahead
dog.
and tell him.
Something else. Beware of the animals that come out at night. You might see glowing, creepy eyes, and it might creep you out. Rondo, come on.
Glowing, creepy eyes. Beware.
Okay, guys, so here I am with our 10th and final tip for backpacking with your kids. Have a plan. I mean, I'm talking about from the very beginning. You should really research where you want to go, plan what campsites you want if you're going to go that route, plan what lean-to. If you can reserve stuff, reserve it, because the last thing you want to do is show up and have to like switch everything up at the last minute. Is it going to happen sometimes? Possibly. But plan out what you're going to eat, involve your kids in the planning too.
What are
And
we going to eat?
that's for me to know and you to find out. You little stinker. Involve them. Ask them what they want to do, what kind of stuff they want to do, what kind of places they want to go. Now, like I said, you know, we're sleeping out in the hammocks tonight, but we're just staying at my mom's house for the 4th of July. So we're eating in the house, but we're just coming out
We're
here to
having
sleep.
fireworks tonight,
We
and
are
I can't
having
wait to
fireworks
bring
tonight.
my stuffed animal, Big Raccoon Miko. I named him Miko.
Anyway, guys, make sure you have a plan. If everything's planned out from how you're going to sleep to where you're going to do it, where you're going to go, what
Can
you're
I
going to
say
eat,
something, Daddy?
you can.
There's
Go ahead.
like little pokies on the ground, and there's dirt under it. So I cleared all the pokies away and just put dirt there in case our head falls off or land on the soft dirt.
That's right. Plan your campsite. Make sure you get all the pokey sticks out of the way. So anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this. I know I'm having a blast making it. For all those that requested a video on you know, kind of some
You have
tips
to
and
take
tricks.
care of your brain.
Take care of your brain. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. God bless. Have a great day. Don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe. This is RevHiker. I will catch you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Monkey boy. Go, 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 go. Just follow out. Go. Rondo, sniff the way out. Rondo. Just follow Rondo, Lily.